Oftentimes, it is helpful if health education is shared in different formats. We've heard concerns from our community about understanding the differences between food allergies and food intolerances. We've asked food allergy expert Dr. Dave Stukus to explain why it's important to know the difference.
When it comes to food allergies and intolerances, it's extremely important to understand that these are very different diagnoses. As a board certified allergist, I really love helping people clarify what the diagnosis is because management, prognosis, and risk is very different. When somebody has a food allergy, their body forms an immune response to that food. Every time they eat that food, their immune system gets activated and can make them pretty sick, typically within minutes of eating it, rarely longer than several hours later, unless you have what we call a non IgE food allergy. Regardless, it's important to know exactly what you're allergic to so we can try to avoid accidental ingestion and most importantly, know when to treat symptoms and how to treat symptoms, oftentimes using something like epinephrine. However, when it comes to a food intolerance, this is not part of the immune system reacting to a food. This is more difficulty with digestion. And there are different foods that can cause intolerances. Symptoms typically don't appear immediately, but it's more as the food goes through the digestive tract and it doesn't get digested fully, it can make people feel pretty sick. So while we also want to focus on avoiding what food causes that, it's a very different risk than somebody with a food allergy who could have anaphylaxis. In addition, with food intolerances, sometimes we can actually take certain enzymes to help digest that food and make it, so that some people can eat it in certain forms. And lastly, it's also important to make sure that you follow with an allergist or gastroenterologist if you have these conditions because these may change over time. Sometimes food allergies resolve over time. Oftentimes food intolerances may change as well, depending upon what else is going on with that person. So to kind of hone my message, it's really important to understand, one, what's the actual diagnosis? Number two, understand risk, prognosis, and avoidance measures. And then lastly, follow up on a regular basis to make sure that you have the best information available at the time, especially long-term management.